The huge slump in sales of new diesel cars is hardly a surprise given Philip Hammond's ham-fisted handling of the issue in last month's budget. Data from the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders this week showed a 36% crash in diesel car sales in November, hot on the heels of a similar-sized fall in September. The UK car industry has not suffered these kinds of decline for almost a decade, and that was at the height of the financial crisis. In the budget, the Chancellor trumpeted the introduction of a levy on the sale of new diesel cars. Proceeds from this charge, a one-time hit of between £20 and £300, would be used to fund measures to improve air quality, Hammond said. But the policy totally missed the point. It targeted only the newest diesel cars, which produce the same levels of nitrous oxides, NOx, pollution, and sometimes even less as petrol vehicles. Diesel engines also produce less CO2 than petrol engines, the main reason why the Labour government altered vehicle tax rates back in 2001 to encourage people to buy diesel vehicles. No wonder car makers complain about what they call the demonization of diesel, something they say is causing bewilderment among buyers and resulting in them delaying purchases. It's not just car makers talking up their own interests by praising diesel. One of the fuel's biggest critics, Nick Molden, chief executive of Emissions Analytics, agrees its environmental impact is on a par, if not better than, petrol. His company's tests of emissions from new diesel cars in real-world driving conditions, not a lab in which manufacturers can game the checks, found some of the latest diesel engines produce far below the 80 mg of NOx per kilometer requirement. But by targeting new cars, Hammond has failed to address the real cause of diesel pollution on the roads, the millions of older diesel vehicles in the UK. It is these clunkers that pump out the most NOx and should be taken off the roads. They rightly deserve the dirty diesel label. The budget did nothing to encourage people to get rid of these cars. In fact, it encouraged the opposite. Many drivers of such vehicles turned to Twitter to say the budget had made them less likely to trade up into newer, more environmentally friendly cars. In private, car industry executives admit they are furious about the budget's measures. One said retailers had been left scratching their heads as they watch old diesels in traffic pumping out black exhaust fumes while they've got new, clean diesels on the forecourt they can't shift. Few executives are willing to speak out. They are desperately lobbying the government for a Brexit trade deal that will not hurt the £80 billion a year industry. But in private, one said the government just doesn't get it, adding ministers are in danger of becoming part of the problem. Another said there was a feeling politicians are meddling in things they don't understand. Jeremy Hicks, Jaguar Land Rover's UK managing director, is one of the few willing to go on record saying the new levy unfairly penalizes clean, modern diesel vehicles and discourages customers from buying them. He adds, they are part of the solution to global warming and air quality, not part of the problem.